In this video, I'm going to be answering some of the best binocular related questions sent to me over the past week, and I want to start right now. Hello and welcome to Best Binocular Reviews. My name is Jason. After an excellent response to my first Q&A video, I've decided to continue on with this series, and thus once again this week I'll be answering some of the best questions that you've sent in to me. And by best question, I mean the type of question whereby I feel that the answer that I give will be of use to a wider audience out there. Also, please do stick around to the end because I'll also be updating you with some exciting footage that I've managed to capture with my bird box camera. So without any more waiting around, let's crack on with the first question. The first question is in relation to what tripod should you use for large 100mm astronomy binoculars, and goes as follows. Hey, random question here. I recently bought the Zoomel Tachyon 25x100 astronomy binoculars and was wondering what tripod would fit these best. I'm a beginner and will be using them for my camping trips to gaze at the stars and the moon. Mid-price if possible. Hi, many thanks for the question, and in regards to its so-called randomness, no worries at all. Indeed, you're in luck because only just last week did I finish off an article that I've been working on in regards to the setup that I use with my astronomy binoculars. And in it, I go into quite a lot of detail into the tripods that I use, the tripod heads, and the tripod adapters, and the reasons why. No matter what setup you ultimately decide upon, I think the most important things to consider are the fact that a 25x100mm astronomy binocular is a large, heavy instrument, and therefore your tripod has to be easily sturdy enough and strong enough in order to take that weight. Now, that's for one reason why I would tend to stick away from very cheap tripods, which tend to be less well made and less precisely made, so that you do get quite a lot of wobbliness and within the actual joints themselves. On top of that, for astronomy, your tripod needs to be tall enough so that you can actually stand under it and look upwards into the sky. So you need to be underneath your binoculars and to be able to look up comfortably like so. Obviously, this height will depend on how tall you are as a person. So do take that into consideration when looking for which tripod will suit you, and make sure that read the specifications and make sure that the maximum height of the tripod will be tall enough for you to be able to look under the binocular and up into the sky. This next question is from Tomek, who posted in the comment section on YouTube. And he wants to know how much better the Celestron SkyMaster Pro binoculars are than the Celestron SkyMaster series. He says, I just had to return my Celestron SkyMaster 20x80 binoculars due to bad collimation and poor overall quality, and now wonder if I should consider Celestron SkyMaster Pro 20x80 binoculars instead. Are they any better, or should I look for something else? I'm looking for a good pair of binoculars, but not too expensive. Thanks in advance for your advice. Hi Tomek, many thanks for the feedback and your related question, and I'm really sorry to hear about the issues that you've been having. So whilst I personally haven't experienced any collimation issues with the standard SkyMaster binoculars that I've tested in the past, what I will say is it's quite obvious that Celestron have had to make a certain amount of tough decisions as well as compromises when it comes to producing what is essentially an entry-level, cheap astronomy binocular. This is especially true when you compare it to their now updated SkyMaster Pro series, which, whilst not expensive, does raise the price a little, but you do definitely see a number of improvements, important improvements, that I think are worth delving into. For more details on these specific improvements, as well as a bunch of other information that includes comparisons between the original SkyMaster and the SkyMaster Series Pro binoculars, and other similar priced astronomy binoculars, I highly recommend that you check out my full review of the Celestron SkyMaster Pro 15x70 binoculars on the BBR website. Now I know that the configuration that I reviewed isn't the exact same one that you are interested in and specifically asked for, but I still do think that you'll get a very good idea and be able to use it as a base for moving forward. So to sum up, and based on my experience in using this model, I would most certainly give the Celestron SkyMaster Pro series a try, as even though they are relatively similar in cost, indeed these binoculars are still what I would consider a relatively inexpensive astronomy binocular. The number of improvements they show on the original or the standard SkyMaster series from Celestron is massive, and so definitely worth giving these a go. This question is in regards to zoom or variable magnification binoculars and comes from the BBR YouTube channel, and is from a video that I posted about 15 by 56 versus 18 by 56 binoculars, and which is best for your particular type of high power long distance observation. The question goes as follows. None of your binoculars seem to have built-in hand levers to focus, say, from 8 to 18 times magnification. Would this type not be a better choice rather than being stuck with one permanent magnification, 18 times for example? Hi Robert, many thanks for the question. Having a variable magnification on a pair of binoculars, especially a large, high-powered pair like these, does in theory sound like an excellent idea. And based on the amount of questions that I receive in relation to zoom binoculars, they would also be a very popular choice as well. However, unlike a spotting scope or even a camera lens which only has one barrel, making sure the two sides of a binocular work absolutely 100% perfectly in unison as you alter the magnification is technically difficult to achieve, and as such is expensive to make properly, and when it is not, they can quite easily go out of alignment. Most established and high-end optical manufacturers tend to stay away from these so-called zoom binoculars and don't produce any, which I think is because of this. It has also been in my experience that cheap zoom binoculars on offer are often not great in that the view quality is affected, and as I say, because of the delicate mechanism, they are prone to collimation issues. This is not to say that all variable magnification binoculars are bad, as there are some exceptions. For more detailed info and some of the better examples that I have come across, check out my complete guide to zoom binoculars, link once again down in the description. So there you have it. I do hope that these questions and indeed my answers to them have been of both use and of interest to you. If they have, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if possible, please do remember to subscribe to my channel, as these things really do help me to continue on with this project and bring you more and more content in the future. Also, if you have any questions yourself, please feel free to ask down in the comment section below, and I will get back to you. I can't promise that I'll make a video out of every single one, but I will get back to you. And every week or every period, I'll be selecting the best ones to answer in more videos in the future. And lastly, and to keep you updated on their progress, I will now lead you out with some excellent footage that we managed to capture with our bird box camera. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers for now.